Hello everybody. Good evening or good afternoon wherever you're at. Najumu here and welcome back to even more Tavern Talk. So, weird thing when it comes to YouTube at the very least, before I get to talk about it, what happened last time around. A weird thing about YouTube, I just wanted to start the stream, but all of a sudden it immediately ended it. So, for those who were waiting in the previous link, I had to make another waiting room based off the one that ended. So, that was weird. But anyway, regardless, I blame you. What, Alex? What's going on? I blame you. I can't stop listening to your stride music. It's Jover. Good. Listen to more Guilty Gear music. Then you need to listen to the Guilty Gear X soundtrack and the Guilty Gear XX Accent Core soundtrack. And then you need to listen to the Guilty Gear Xrd soundtrack, or Xrd Rev 2 to be specific. Yes, you need to listen to all of the Guilty Gear music. All of it is in Spotify, by the way. Also, welcome. Yes, listen to more Guilty Gear. It is good music. It is always good music. Though in the past games, it did not have many vocal songs compared to how it was and how it is now in Strive. It's still banging music, to say the least. But yeah, a slight bit of a recap. We know that Melly is back. She's perfectly fine. She's doing well. We know that the person behind all of the events, like the star shower and the flood that took over Gaia, was a certain man named Quasar. And Quasar is apparently an old friend. I put that in quotations because, well, they're probably not friends anymore, and they pretty much had a history with each other, and they were probably, I don't know, were in a war, and they lost all their comrades, and apparently Quasar had so much PTSD that he decided to exact his revenge against the whole world and rebuild it from the top to bottom. Oh, what a weirdo. But yeah, we're gonna see if the cast will be able to stop him in his tracks. I loved Elfeld's theme. The range of the singer is insane. Here's the thing though. I think all of the female characters' theme songs are sung by one person, and who is that? Let me remember her name. Elf. No, it's not. It's not. It's not the same singer. Okay, so I mixed it up. I mixed up between what is it? I mixed up between Aisha, who sings the songs for Dizzy, May, and I think Milia as well, and the one who sings Elfelds, who is Molly Daisy Scarpine. Yeah, it is a unique singer. I mixed up between both. My bad. But yeah, the singer in the Elfeld theme for Strive is Molly Daisy Scarpine. Yeah, honestly, like, all of the vocal tracks are amazing. They're all really good. As for the guy who sings most of the songs is Naoki. Oh my god, my memory is equivalent to that of a goldfish. God damn it. Naoki Hashimoto, yes. That's his name. Naoki Hashimoto. And he's been actually singing vocal songs for Guilty Gear ever since Xrd. Right? So Xrd has a few vocal songs, especially when it comes to the intro and the credits. Yeah, he's been singing for a good while, and Strive is the game where he actually gets to sing almost all of the soundtrack. But yeah, I think we went into quite a weird tangent. But yeah, let's actually start, shall we? And we are here in the Wheel of Fortune. All right, let's start. Oh, there's Melly. And Archie as well. Good morning, innkeeper. Good morning. How's your research going? Well, we did a lot of it. That sounds good. Yes. I can smell a breakthrough right around the corner. Are you writing that down, Archie? What? No, of course not. And no notes are being taken here. None. Archie, I told you already. I might be the bestest detective in Pessoa, and this might be the meeting of a lifetime. But the investigation has to come first. How are you going to have time to write a book about my detective career if the world ends in a few days? I mean, it won't, obviously. Because our friends are super strong and awesome, and we're super smart and awesome. But we should still focus on backing them up. I'm sorry. It seems I can't help but gather material, even now. You're a very impressive detective, and... I fear what will happen if I stop thinking about my books. Is this what I think it is, Detective Melina? I'm afraid it is. Excuse me? It's a severe case of the nerves. Quick, innkeeper, we need a remedy. Only your most revitalizing drink will do. Does the patient agree with their prescription? Really, it's not that serious. Thank you. Perhaps a cure that'll boost my toughness is just what I need. On it, patient zero. Patient zero. Alright, let's see. Our first drink of the night. And it requires a bit more extra defense. Alright. Let's see a good drink that we could use. Oh, Frosted Lagoon. The classic. Let's draw that up there. And a little bit here. Oh, no, not this. Yeah, drink up. And thankfully, the little guy isn't as terrified as he was when Quasar was there. Oh, I guess we gotta use one of these. And let's pour some of that out. Okay, and... here. And where is this? Ah, there we go. There it is. A little bit here. Oh, that's too much. Oh yeah, that's a little too much too. Oh man. Hmm. Oh, probably not that one. Huh. It's a little weird. Let's try this again. How about this one? Let's keep this a little bit more. All right. I've been doing well, Crid. Hello, welcome. I'm doing pretty well. Hope you are doing well too, Crid. Welcome. Alrighty, what can you do? Okay, hey stranger, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, well, this is not working. Put that back in there. Put that back in your mouth, buddy. Why is the Frosted Lagoon not working this time? So strange. No. Toss that out there. No, it's too much. Who's helping a friend in SM2? SM2? You mind reminding me what SM2 is? If you don't mind. May this drink not be one of your tougher challenges. This is excellent! I could write a novella about the superb taste alone. I really appreciate the effort to cheer me up. Space Marine 2 aka Warhammer. Oh! Well, yeah, I kind of heard about this series. I don't know if it would be my cup of tea, but who knows, maybe one day I'll give it a try. Never say never. I suppose I've been worrying more than I realized. How can I repay wish me? You shouldn't just bear your worries silently. I would accept an update on your research as a compensation. Certainly, we are happy to oblige. I thought my knowledge of tales and myths could serve us well in identifying another weapon to slay evil. So I questioned as many scholars and turned as many pages as I could. That sounds exciting. I was about to say never. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? It might have been if I had managed to find even a hint of anything useful. Excalibur is nothing but a legend. The Lance of Lowignes? The Lance of Lowignes might be real, but it proved impossible to trace its location. And don't even get me started on the history of Sword of Balmor. My research ended in total failure. Don't say that. You would know that there aren't any other weapons if you had looked. This means that we have to move our research to focus to something else now. My investigation. Oh? Like I mentioned in the other day, I really wanted to look into who this weird bad guy really is. With a plan like his, He can't just be some random nobody. His plan does have a certain je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Hey, Rayquaza, hello. Good morning. It's just so mustache-twirlingly malicious. I bet he has a mustache. You're right about that, Melly. In any case, he must have left some traces that we can follow. And if we can't figure out his real identity, we'll know his mortal weakness. Like an old wound? Exactly! Someone who wears that much armor must have something underneath. So we'll just have to wait until he takes it off. Once he takes a bath, we should... Actually, I don't think this is a good idea after all. Still, Carolyn always says the more you know about your opponent, the easier the victory. But this guy is like a ghost. No one had seen hide nor hair of him before all of this started. And here I thought armor like that would have made him super recognizable, with the flowers and all. I had to look up what some of them mean. The ones Clay was able to identify. They're petunias and marigolds, which symbolize resentment, anger, grief, and mourning. So that told me absolutely nothing. Besides that, he's a bad guy with some big feelings about the world. Duh. Then I got an idea. What about the other well-known necromancers? Maybe we'll have a repeat offender on our hands. No one really seemed to fit, though. I was really close to ripping my fur out. But then I remembered all the stuff about the sigils. There actually was a necromancer that died when the portals opened. So I dug that file out of my pile, and yes! If the creation of the portals broke a sigil, then that can't be a coincidence. Therefore, this necromancer from back then must have faked their death and rebranded themselves as the mustache-twirling, green-armored bad guy that we're facing now. Shouldn't you be doing the pointing thing now? I'm just not feeling it, Innkeeper. I know it doesn't add up, okay? I'm sorry, Archie. This isn't the revelation of truth that it should be. When you write your book, the detective should definitely be pointing at something. Pointing! Yes! Write that down. Good. I can't believe we couldn't find anything. Also, little girl, don't swear. You're still a kid. Who taught you that word, Melly? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh well. What are you planning on doing now? We need a new perspective. Maybe there's something we haven't considered yet. That's why we brought some of our research materials with us. Wouldn't the library be better for this? Melly looks so annoyed when they scolded her. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, she's still a kid, right? She's still a kid. Like, even kids are receptive to listening. Around to listen to that. You may say one day see them. Although, considering the year that Mic is kind of going on and off? What? Oh. Okay, that's weird. Is it a bit better now? I'm noticing that OBS, it looks fine to me. I think it should be fine, right? Okay, for now it looks okay, but I will tell you if I notice it again. Okay. All right, I appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, the whole meme of like kids who are in primary school who just buy the latest Call of Duty and have a mic and then they swear like a sailor. Yeah, that is what is happening in this current day and age. So, yeah. The days where kids weren't like allowed to swear have probably been long gone. Although I would say for any parents who are potentially watching this, I don't know if there are, just be careful of your kids and their language. Please. Please. You don't want them to swear like a sailor once they go into like 4th or 5th grade. All right, let us continue. Well, maybe, but there wouldn't be enough space to set up the conspiracy board. You brought the board here? Yep. Thanks for letting us set up here. Okay, I'll be in the back. Bye. Regulate their internet usage. Yep, exactly. I hope it's okay for us to take up some of your space. It's fine, Archie. You can go ahead. Much appreciated, innkeeper. Here's Una. Well, don't you look chippy? It's good to see you too, Una. You can spare me the pleasantries. Long day? Nah, I was never really into all this research mumbo-jumbo. I was surprised when I heard you volunteered for the research group. Your info-gathering game is getting weak, Innkeep. I just chose the activity that's the least hassle. Too much exercise is good for the retirement spirit. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Before you get another word out of me, though, I'll need something to get my energy back. That whole frantic research atmosphere really tired me out. Something to bring your strength back. Got it. Alright, so strength-based drink. Which one shall we go for? Oh, cursed coffee. There we go. Where do we find something that is good enough? Okay, we'll toss that in here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oops. There you go. And we'll have a little bit more here, I suppose. There we go. Get some coffee. Here. For all that heavy-duty crocheting you're doing. I feel like I could crochet gloves for an entire army with this. You got some more adventurers stashed away in those back rooms of yours? Just some more frantic researchers, I'm afraid. So, what else have you been up to? Just making sure Grace and Scully don't work themselves to an early grave for the most part. Any news on that front?
Are you in the mood to be underwhelmed?
Listening to what my patrons want to share, whether good or bad, is a key part of my job.
Spoken like a good little innkeep. As for the research, not many surprises there, to be honest. The damage that breaking the sigils did is pretty much irreversible, as expected. That teleportation spell Grace is looking into is also not getting any less dangerous. Even with all the modifications she's making, there's still a good chance of it backfiring. And by good chance, I mean like 70%.
What kind of backfiring are we talking about? Like killing you? Like everything blows up and fireworks and fun? Oh, this is definitely not going to be a fireworks thing.
Like killing you instantly. Exactly.
Oh. How are Scully and Grace feeling about everything?
They're taking it in stride. But they're just too stubborn to give up. Not sure.
That sounds like them. What about you?
Me?
All of this must be pretty disheartening.
I mean, not really. These kind of doomsday scenarios just lose their impact after a while in this business. I've lived my life. I've made my choices. Now, I'm just doing what I want either way. If the end of days comes knocking and I'm on my porch crocheting and drinking, I have no regrets.
But you're not on your porch. You're here, looking after the people trying to avert that doomsday scenario.
I can't believe I had to hear that from you. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I could offer you another drink to wash it down.
No thanks. Unfortunately, you've got a point. I guess I got swept up in all this a little. Sure is weird.
What is?
Caring. Not like I need to elaborate. Preaching the choir and all that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. Whatever. Let me just ask you this. As you are, will you have no regrets when all of this is over?
You couldn't just let me have the last word, huh?
No way in her. I'll leave you to contemplate that, I guess. Are Millie and Archie here?
In the back.
I'll go see if the youngins need some company.
Alright, let's see who else is here. Oh! A lot of people are back. Greetings. I mean, good mythical afternoon, adventurers. Uh-oh.
This afternoon seem mythical to you?
It seems wet?
Sorry about that. We didn't have much time to dry off before coming here.
Floorboard should be able to endure it just this once. It's okay if you want to leave now, Baya. We all made it back safe.
Okay. But please, make some soup.
We should be good for now.
Thanks, Baya.
Where are you headed, Baya?
Swamp. I want to talk to my...
I see.
Goodbye. Let the tree know if you need any more help. Stay safe, Baya. Spit it out already. You've been chewing on this ever since we escaped from that mountain. It's just, I feel bad, alright?
So, that doesn't sound too good.
Isn't that pretty obvious?
Right. More importantly, have the others come back yet, Innkeep?
They haven't. It's a waiting game then. Great. My favorite. Alright, Innkeep. This is where ye come in with a drink. I'm gonna explode if we keep brewing like this. Or not that rogue fella. Which of my drinks would be of aid? Not sure what could help soften the outcome of our quest, but maybe protection from disappointment. That might do.
Certainly. Well, that doesn't sound very good, unfortunately. That does not sound too good. Oh boy. Put that in here. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. And a little bit of that. And a little bit up there. There we go. I hope your disappointment will just be a distant memory after this drink.
Thanks. This takes the edge off. Didn't realize my shoulders were so tense this entire time.
Can I offer you two a drink as well?
I'm fine. For now. Count me in, Innkeeper. I don't really want to think about it. But perhaps understanding where we failed wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll see what I can do.
Well, they did say that the game does require, like, proper decision making, so maybe the decision that we went for wasn't the best. But we'll have to wait and see after we give Hex his drink. Okay, so this requires a bit more extra intelligence. So, or rather understanding. I'm gonna pour that up in here. And a little bit of this. And, ooh. Well, I guess we gotta use one of these. Yeah, here we go. We'll use this. And a little bit of this. And a little bit of this, I guess. There we go. This might be just what you're looking for to understand the meaning of everything.
42. What? Weird. I don't know where that came from.
A nice hitchhiker's guide to the galaxy right there.
I forgot the word reference. But imagine I actually said that. But this is good. My synapses are firing at the speed of light. Here's my conclusion. We might be really censored. Is it that bad? I don't even know the half of it. Wait, this can't be just be it, right? Gracie and the others should have figured something else by now. You probably already have some quests in store for us for plans C, E, and X. I'm sorry, Hex. Archie and Melly couldn't find any new leads. And Grace and Scully are still at it. From what I've heard, they haven't found much either. That's... Come on, Innkeeper. Stop joking around. I don't think this is very funny.
Neither do I.
And what are we even doing here?
What?
The innkeeper doesn't have any quests for us. Why are we wasting our time here? You haven't noticed. The world might be ending soon. We failed to create the world-saving weapon. Now we're here to do what? Have a nice chat?
Oi, you're mighty close to overstepping there, wizard.
Well, maybe someone needs to say it instead of just lazing around.
X. Sit your arse down. This is no time to lose your cool. We aren't just here to chat. Information about the group that went to the Twilight Chasm will reach this inn first. At this point, we need to know their fate. It would be foolish to go running around without a plan. So, are we cool?
Yeah, we're cool.
Good. While we wait for the others, I guess it's time for another story. I'm looking forward to getting some context. Right. After our chat the other day, Kyle and I went to pick up Hex. We said goodbye to Kyle. He cried, and he left for Marrow Castle. Soon after, Hare and Baya picked us up. They just stepped out of a tree right next to us. Baya was pretty excited to take us to the Highlands. Apparently, she's pen pals with the Yeti, and she'd never gotten the opportunity to visit. And then, whoosh!
Whoosh?
Yeah.
One minute we're surrounded by nice and lush woods, and then the next, vast mountains.
Snow. A lot of snow.
You guys suck at descriptions.
Our journey to the Highlands was fast. It's barely noteworthy.
It was impressive. I mean, sure, the vocation is obviously the superior school of magic. But I suppose such a feat of conjuration was pretty cool, even though nothing blew up.
And he had to keep babbling to Baya about it until we reached the village.
Well, Grace would have killed me if I didn't ask for details.
While the view was great, we were pretty disoriented. Even when we found the village Clay told us about, no one could point us towards the temple. Care looked like she was getting ready to throw people around if they continued saying they couldn't help us. It was clear that no one there knew anything. Even though we still had no idea where to go, we left the village. That's when Baya let out this wrenching scream. It sounded kind of like this. That wasn't a very loud scream. Thanks. I really appreciate you replicating that scream. But why?
Hey, you guys insisted I stay to tell the tale.
Oh, there's Melly.
Someone die? Oh, hi, Linny.
Good to see you, Melly. No one died. Hex just got a little too excited.
Whoopsies. I see. Well, make sure not to scream like that anymore. No one will know when you really need a detective on the scene.
After all, you don't want to be the next boy who cried detective.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll go back to the board then.
So, Baya let out a scream. We had no idea why she did. Before she could explain, we heard some loud footsteps approaching. It was hard to see with all the heavy snowfall. The huge silhouette was making its way towards us. Care almost tore into it as soon as it was close. Before we knew it, rushed forward. I almost attacked Baya's pen pal. You actually met the abominable Yeti? Really nice fellow. Also pretty good with directions. They pointed us towards the temple. When they did, I noticed their well-crafted ring made of something like opal. Couldn't help but ask them about it. Turns out they got it from the temple. That really got the Yeti talking. Learned a bunch about the temple's jewelry-making business. And about how anyone approaching the stronghold unannounced would be seen as an enemy. Which is a horrible way to run a business. The Yeti explained that only a select group of trusted people are allowed on the premises. He didn't want to help us to get in, though. Something about getting their jewelry buying rights revoked. But at least we knew the way. And soon, with that invisibility finally kicking in, we saw it before us. Lo and behold, the Temple of where the flame of Leviathan is kept. Sounds blasphemous. The trek up there was brutal. There was so much walking, I thought my feet were going to fall off. It wasn't so bad, really. The winding path looked nice with all that sparkling snow. That's easy for you to say. You just vaulted right all over that rubble. Guess we did get to the gate eventually. It was closed, of course, a gigantic wet slab of stone in weathered condition. There's one thing I know about this sort of thing. It's that gates like this one are super inconvenient. Good thing we didn't want to waltz in through the main gate anyways. No, the invisibility effect from your drink's still active. We started to check for any other points of entry. There was so much rubble, we figured there must have been somewhere for us to slip through. Well, there wasn't. I was already starting to feel this itch of the invisibilities wearing off. We're running out of time. Come on, tell me and keep what you decided we should do next. You might have tried to scale the temple walls. We made it close to the top, but then the stone started to crumble right under our hands. Hex was the first to fall. Didn't take long for us to follow. Though it's good to fall with a wizard that can cast a spell to slow our descent, rather than break our necks. And here I thought you guys just wanted a big group hug. If you want more group hugs, maybe cast that spell earlier 5 feet before hitting the ground. Oh sure, I'll try to practice spell casting while falling at terminal velocity more for next time. Well, you did manage it before we turned into a big puddle of adventurous soup. If only we had managed to land literally anywhere else. I didn't even know creatures that big lived out there. Me neither. Right next to us, where what we had thought was a snow-covered mountain, an eye as big as Care opened. It was the guardian of the temple. It slowly lifted its massive head, and we realized that mountain path we had been walking on earlier was no path, the body of a quiver. Its snake body slowly unfurled from around the temple. While shaking the snow itself, it revealed its pure white, iridescent scales. For a few moments, it just stared us down. The gigantic opal embedded between its eyes shone with every color imaginable. What I would have given to work with an opal of such fine quality. It's good to hear you guys had a mythical moment there. I, for one, was worried about the overgrown snake with wings. The Griever unfurled its wings from where they had been tucked against its body and rose into the air. An attack position. It struck with such speed, we only avoided it thanks to Kair's quick reflexes when she pushed us into the snow. All I could think about was that I didn't want to fight it. When it was getting back into position for another strike, I screamed our intentions out. Couldn't imagine the Dragon's Guardian would be indifferent to our objective. Didn't seem to care much about it, though. Or it didn't hear us. I didn't want to give up. We had to communicate with it in a way it couldn't ignore. So we choreographed an expressionist dance. A dance? I could pretty much see why the plan didn't work, or the trek that you managed to do didn't work overall. No, not really. But that would have been a lot funnier. Oh. Okay, so that didn't actually happen. Oh, Hex, you little prankster, you little troll, you. In any case, instead of trying to fight it, I told the others to get moving and get our message across by writing it in large letters in the snow. Ever tried to stomp out letters while a giant reptile is attacking you, Innkeeper? Heck of a core workout. They can develop muscles where no muscles should ever develop. Watch out, you might become the first wizard to complete a push-up. And did it work? The push-up? No, the writing in the snow thing. Wasn't sure at first. But when the attack stopped, I saw it looking intently at what we had written. Then, it launched itself in our direction again. But instead of trying to attack us, it dove into the snow. The ground beneath us started shaking until all of us were suddenly lifted on top of its head. Thought we were ascending to Tuat's realm for a second, not gonna lie. Instead, we were just lifted higher and higher into the air, towards the temple. Soon we could see a tower emerging from the temple grounds. The Guardian must have understood us after all, because it was taking us to the only place I could have imagined the flame to be. Soon we were close enough for us to jump down from the Guardian. Then I saw the altar. What did you see? That's the thing. We saw nothing. Nothing. No great flame of Leviathan. Just a devastated altar. And an empty basin where the flame should have rested. We were so foolish. The clues were already there when we were approaching the temple. All the rubble, poor state of the building. The flame was extinguished during the flood, long before we ever set foot in the highlands. Should have known that an eternal flame was too good to be true. Not even the dragon's might is made to last forever in this world. It was all such a waste of time. You can imagine our shock at what we saw, Innkeeper. Realization slowly began to settle in. There would be no way of forging that weapon. Nothing to wield against the necromancer. Up there at the altar, everything was so quiet. The priest hadn't reached us yet. It was just the sound of the wind and the crushing disappointment we were all feeling. The Guardian didn't need to say a word. I understood it either way. Whatever emotions we were feeling couldn't compare to the grief in the Guardian's eyes.
Eventually, we were joined by some of the priests who confirmed what we had already surmised. They lost their main object of worship on the day of the flood. At least our disappointment was somewhat softened by the warm meal the priests offered us. I think they felt bad for us. There's community and shared grief. They're pretty interested in that sword of yours as well. Considering everything we've learned in the last few days, the minor divinity of it feels hardly noteworthy. I'll cherish it nonetheless. Yeah, I'm also just glad that it'll remain a memento of my grandma. So stupid to think I could try to rival her feats. But I didn't expect you to talk to those priests for so long. I've never seen you so forthcoming before, Ray. Ain't exactly every day you see that kind of smith and mastery on display. The jewelry those priests were decked out in was a wonder to behold. Straight driven? No. Please don't. Hey, you don't complain when Iniko says it. That level of craftsmanship is to be expected of Ur's people, I guess. They were really generous as well. Practically forced those opals on you. And that blueprint. You're misunderstanding that one, Care. That was for ye. It's a sword blueprint that's passed down since the conception of that temple. A form worthy of the dragon's might, as they put it. Then they wasted it. I know ye won't hear it now, but if ye ever feel different, it'd be an honor to forge it for ye. We eventually got ready to head back. I was worried about the lack of trees around us, but Baya seems unbothered. We headed out to the courtyard, where slowly but surely she grew a whole tree. Its branches were stark white and covered in gleaming leaves. I asked her afterwards what kind of tree it was, but she just replied that it was just the dream of the soil. Don't know what that meant. The priest looked very touched by its appearance. But we needed to be on our way, so into the tree we went. We stopped by Baya's and then headed over here. So that's that. Never had such a depressing walk back to the tavern. Oh, quit your yapping. Ye were going on and on about this all the way over here too. It's easy for you to say. After all, you got those gems. Great for your stupid competition. Some of us were a bit put off by the quest failing. Why don't ye just come out and say what your problem is? My problem is that you're acting like everything's fine. Uh-oh. What the heck happened? Did it stop? Seems like it. Is everyone okay? More or less. Yeah. What about Millie and the others? I need to... I'll go. All right. Thanks, Rhea. I'll take my leave. We told our story. There's no other reason for me to stick around. This might not be the case for you guys, but I have people I actually care about that I need to check on. Goodbye, Hex. It's getting late. There's always a room for you upstairs if you get tired, Care. It's fine. I'll keep you company. Things must be really dire if you're offering that. What do they say? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Welcome back. Keep it. Okay,
It's good to see you too. Where are the others?
Inigo's outside, trying to calm Void down. We didn't want him to throw up in your tavern.
Did he have a panic attack? Hope Tia isn't giving him too hard of a time about it. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Don't tell me.
She isn't, right? No. Where is she then? Gone. She's gone.
She left?
No. She's dead.
Stop joking around. That isn't funny.
Do we look like we're joking?
I'm sorry. That's awful. Yeah, you don't have to tell us that. Is anyone else? No. We got away just in time. God damn, Etherea's dead? Damn. Wow, that's actually kind of a major character there. Wow. Let's, Damn. I wonder if there was a way if we could actually avoided this. That's good. What about Fable? Did you see them there? In the chasm, maybe?
No. We didn't find them, though.
What?
Found a bunch of broken arrows not too far from the portal. Were all engraved with pretty flowers. I think they were there. They just didn't come back.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me Fable is gone too.
Hope they're okay. Maybe with a drink they would have been okay.
What do you mean?
Didn't make him a drinking keep?
We had a bit of a fight.
So you willfully endangered them?
I had hoped it would stop them from going.
Nothing could ever stop Fable from helping people, you idiot. Realize that now. You should thank the dragons I care more about my friend's eardrums than I care about yelling at you. I already regret it well enough. Don't you worry. You better. If anything happened to them, they end up like Alethea. I know. Me too. Shouldn't have lived without her. Her body wasn't exactly cooperative. We couldn't have taken it with us if we tried. Don't call her that. What? And eat. Clay. He's right. Have some respect. Just saying. Well, stop saying it. All right, you three. Calm down. No need to spill more blood. Please, tell us what happened. What does it matter? We abandoned her. That's what happened. We didn't do that. We sure abandoned the world. Our angel will be disappointed in us. It's not like we had much of a choice. You would say that, wouldn't you? What's that supposed to mean? You always run. Of course you wouldn't choose anything else. I ran because I have something to get back to, Clay. So did she. Okay, how about a drink for calming all those nerves? No. Time and place. I'll take one. Need to tell you what happened after all. Although I rather wouldn't. Got anything to make that easier? I'm running out of secrets, though.
Don't worry. There's no need for trading today.
I don't have anything to wash away the regret.
But maybe I can get you something to make the words flow easier.
Damn.
We already got Fable missing for the longest time, and then Alithia is dead. Well, man. I wonder what drinks I should have made in order to avoid that, but can't worry about that now. We need to hear the story. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll go for Sunny Breeze. Pour some of that. And pour some of that as well. And a little bit of this. There we go. Some sparkle at top. Use every infusion at least once. Oh, we got an achievement. All right. Here. Thanks for this little taste of normalcy. So I don't really know what to ask. Did you stop him? No. Oh. He was faster than us, somehow. Melly and Baya drew us a map to the portal so we could get there quickly. But when we arrived, we found a note stapled to a tree. It read, "If you value your lives, go home." He knew you were coming? Apparently, Jade and Tia argued about what to do, but we didn't exactly have a lot of options. So we went right after him, right into the Twilight Chasm. Calling it the realm of nightmares seems like an understatement in that retrospect. Wouldn't have made it without Voy. And Tia's light. We ran into the necromancer on his way back. Didn't even catch him before he got to Ur. He looked unharmed. It's ridiculous how easy it must have been for him. In his hands, he held an axe shaped like a dragon's talon, pulsating with magical energy. It was smaller than I thought it would be. Magic weapons tend to be size adjustable. Oh, right. Maybe we would have stood a chance if we hadn't walked into a cluster of nightmare creatures. I thought maybe they'd be a good distraction for him too, but the necromancer called on them for aid in the chasm's tongue. Boy said he promised them freedom and endless nightmares. And just like that, they sided with him, and we were up against a necromancer, a god's axe, and a horde of monsters. We thought we were well protected. The frost armor, it helped at first, but the creature's sharp claws at bay. But whenever the necromancer got close to one of us, he'd cast some sort of modified fire spell first thing. It melted our armor, most of our defenses. At least we were fast enough to avoid most of the attacks thrown at us. Guess I was right about the speed. Doesn't feel that good though, without Tia here to hear my "I told you so." Fire must have been difficult for you, Dave. It was. I managed not to get caught in it. Until we were pushed to the edge of the Twilight Chasm, back to the portal we had entered from. That's where he was heading to, back towards the Gaia. The others had already been pushed out by the nightmare creatures, but I was still in his way. When his fire magic hit me in the chest, I stumbled backwards, falling onto the jagged ground. I froze. Wish I hadn't, but fear took hold of me and I couldn't move. I lay there, charred, bleeding, terrified, and he just looked at me. I thought, this is it. It's over. I'm going to abandon Millie after all. Then, after what felt like an eternity, he just walked away through the portal and left me there, alive. I scrambled after him, of course, after I regained my senses. I don't know why he spared me. Maybe he briefly remembered he has a heart. Maybe. Doesn't matter, I guess. When I charged back into the fight, it looked even worse than it had moments ago. Every time a monster went down, he just brought them back up. We couldn't break through, couldn't even get close to him, until Clay cut down 4 of them at once, and Tia was quick enough to take advantage of the opening. Suddenly, she was face to face with the necromancer, fighting him one-on-one. Right in the middle of the moon pools, under Cassiopeia's light. It's true, you know. You can see all of the 7 moons reflected in their clear waters at once. It looked beautiful, and had been for all the blood. Tried to get her and help. He's getting swarmed. His blood is gold. Did you know that? No. Wish I didn't now. Yeah, me too. I'll spare you all the details. She fell and he struck her again and again until she stayed down. Then he brought her back. Her body, that is. Our Tia wasn't in there anymore. She would have never have fought Clay willingly. I was trying to get to him. She wasn't letting me through. I couldn't hurt her. She's my best friend. We kept trying to fight. Kept trying to channel our anger into victory against him. Couldn't stop thinking about who was going to end up with empty eyes next. I heard Clay scream after Tia cut through his shoulder. I had to do something. So I yelled out for all of us to run. Iniko pulled Voy away, clearing a path for us to escape, and I tried to pull Clay away from Tia. Away from his death. He's much stronger than me, though. So I called out Jade for help. For the record, I think we're cowards for leaving, but Tia would have beaten my ass if I had let Clay die. It was the right decision. You decided to save each other. Tia would have been proud of you. I don't know about that. At least we're alive. At least you're alive. Jade helped me pull Clay away from the fight, and we ran. We ran and ran until Voy collapsed. When he got back up, we made our way to your tavern. And now we're here. I'm glad you all made it back. But I'm sorry you had to go through all that. I think we have to. Why did we have to? Why didn't Cassiopeia save us? Save her? The dragons are neutral. The dragons are... Sure are. The real is the madman who killed her. We have to go back. I don't think that's a good idea, bud. We have to. We have to retrieve her body. We can't have her. Now we can use her to navigate that stupid portal, and she would hate that. She would hate being turned into another monster he can use. We can't get her back, and at least have to bring her here. Give her a proper burial. I can't do that, Clay. Don't even know where they are right now. If we had stayed, we might. But we didn't. Thanks to you. But it is what it is, right? You say we can't go back, so we can't change anything. We screwed up. Played right into his hands. All this power and strength and magic, we didn't change anything. Hold on. I'm sure you did your best. Excuse me. What's the point of doing that if it doesn't save anyone? Can't even feel her anymore. Bracelet. It's just empty. It's just an absence where Tia should be. I didn't even get to make her potato soup. I feel like he had just done something different. I hadn't been so stubborn. I didn't know if he could have changed anything. Why do you sound so sure of that? I think the necromancer. I think he heard everything. Like you planned, I mean. How could that even be possible? After you left the jackdaw near my window, I think it was a spy. And it heard everything. What? How does that even happen? How did you not notice that? I don't know. I'm sorry. All I'm saying is, it's not your fault the plan failed. He outsmarted us. All of us. So there's nothing we could have done? That can't be right. What's the point of all of this then? He knows everything, and we might as well give up. He has Ur's axe. He's an army of nightmare creatures and more. She's gone. The only person who'd know what to do is gone. I don't have the magic greatsword either. You've got to be kidding me. What? Magic flame was put out by the flood. So we've lost? It's over. Not yet. He hasn't won yet either. Even if it feels like he has. We're still here, so we can still fight. We can still stand in his way. Hope will only abandon us if we let it. You're right. Us giving up? It's not what she would have wanted. She would have wanted... What she would have wanted was to live. To get a chance to be more than some pointless martyr. I want her back. Clay? No! Don't want to hear anything else from you. Did you even notice a spying bird in your tavern? Or maybe you did, who knows? You're dishonest with us all the time. You even care about any of this? Of course I care. I care more than you could ever imagine. Wish I could bring her back too, Clay. Well, can you? No. What help are you then? Screw this. I'm done hearing excuses. I'm done pretending we'll make it through this. Clay, please stay. Man, that's rough. Yeah, I didn't know, like, when it comes to deciding on what drink we'd go for, that it'll be that bad. Can I have one of those drinks now? Don't want to go after him? If it was him, if I was him, I'd kill all of us. So, no. What kind of drink do you want? I don't know. Something fast, maybe? Didn't help with the fight. Might help with my stomach. It's worth a shot, I guess. I wish this game actually had like even more save states so that I could actually go back to and pinpoint where we should actually change the drinks. But well, it's okay. It's okay. We'll probably go for maybe some hot chocolate, right? We'll go for some hot chocolate. All right. What could actually bump this? I guess that's too much. Maybe we can use this. I mean, sure. Fast and quick. Just like how I like it. What kind of drinks did she like? Defense all the way. Adds up. Uh-oh. This does not look good. I got a new achievement, but I don't like the sound of this. Someone should go after Clay at some point. We'll need his help. Don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say. You weren't there. Carolyn's right. We'll have time to be defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure, just a bit hard to buy this never give up right now. You know how to salvage all of this. Feel free to share it with the class. I'm serious. Won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. Yeah, I figured. So what? You just wanted to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. It's exactly what got us into this mess to begin with. What? Your failure? No. This ambivalence. Huh. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course, did enough pro bono today? How much it'll cost you to get interested again? Oh, you can write off. Lycia. What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right. Won't be anywhere to go soon. I don't want to hear it, Innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. Don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must be easy, huh? All up on your high horse watching us struggle every day. All you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. I'm sorry. Didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end. Did you? Should have figured. Explains why the bird spying on us all the time was just also a footnote for you. Hey, you always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors? That necromancer walked in here. Would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Would you serve Ilithia's murderer a drink with the same smile like you do for us? Hey, maybe you'd bring her corpse along. Good thing you already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending him? She'd be just as pissed as me. That Alpha's gone because he couldn't get over his ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know. My drinks aren't miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains. They could provide the edge between life and death. Couldn't they? You decide to refuse them that help because you are petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. Maybe you should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that. What happened to believing in them? There's even a chance they might come back. I'll keep these tavern doors open. Good to know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. Whatever? I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up at the moment. Give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people would die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea on how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else can take care of your problems again. Just won't be me this time. Innkeeper, Carolyn, it's been real. Not. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here. So, goodbye. Boy, this is rough. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. Our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking, I'll just go see my family. Or I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time. I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. Not sure why. Must be something left to do. Maybe you have the element of surprise. With your sword we might. No. The sword can't save this world. And neither can I. It's Fable! They're back! They seeing things? Fable? Hello, everyone. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. I'm back. Somebody pinch me. Ow! I said pinch, not punch, Carolyn. That wasn't a punch. I'll show you. Wait! It's really me! Even though I do look a little different. No, it suits you. Looking badass, Elfie. Thanks. I like it too. I like the ears. Very fluffy. Very, eerie. Nope, that sounds wrong. Let me try again. Take your time. They are very pretty, beautiful, effervescent. You need one of your own drinks, innkeeper. Well, what I really want to say is, I'm so glad you're okay, Fable. and I'm happy you're back. I'm really happy to see you as well, Innkeeper. There's so much for all of us to talk about. Wait, before that, first and foremost, want to say that I'm truly sorry. Should have never refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurities I was dealing with, should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. Made it back, didn't I? I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood. Yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had. It was hard to trust in you while the worry for your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No. Or my friend. If you'll still have me. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. I was upset first, but most of all, I was afraid. Afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if I ever wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, Innkeep, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out. I'm happy I did. Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. Conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, Innkeeper. Worth it. But yes, you'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. I'll try my best. Oh, right! Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Ur's axe. I don't know who he is and what he wants to do with it, but we have to stop him. Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be good to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You got us at the edge of our seats. Well, as you know, I was searching for Melly around the portal to the Twilight Chasm. Couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. And even if I could swear I saw the shadows around the portal moving, or the fact that it's the entrance to the plane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal. How did that go for you? To be honest, I barely remembered what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant gangly creatures roaming around, heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. Eventually, I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. My blind panic had run so far away from when I entered that the chance of finding any traces of Melly was almost zero. So, what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Well, all that running and worrying got me so exhausted, I must have just passed out. It was just weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just a sense of disquiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholic as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly, close to my alcove where spiky mountains split the sky, I saw entrances to tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me, and I ventured inside. The deeper I went in, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel widened into a huge cave. I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out, somehow, I had stumbled from the twilight chasm into the center of the plane, not the dragon. But in front of me was the sleeping form of the elder dragons themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach cavern. The dragon that, if woken too early, would bring about the end of everything was awake? Yes. Great. Another apocalypse. Do we get double points for a combo? Wait. I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right. It didn't look so good, especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating on whether to reveal myself or not when he began to cast a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around Ur's head. Then their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. Whatever strange visions the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must have shaken the whole plane. But while was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe in their tail. It was a gut feeling. I just couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as he took hold of the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad, it was hard to draw breath. I knew that at the moment, should I try to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that in a moment, shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. Undead creatures used their bodies to shield them, shattering upon impact with claws. While the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him those precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened. There was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, blind to consequences, but I couldn't hesitate no longer. That necromancer was to use the axe for evil while I had the chance to stop him and didn't. So I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards begging them for help. You just asked the elder dragon for help? Yes. It seemed like my only option at the time. How did they answer? With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky. If I bless the oldest and youngest before it struck me, no mortal stands against it, and immortal's delight. So close to death, unseeing you find. What, little mortal, do I seek? Oh, I need to save this. Where's that save? Oh. I didn't even realize that. How many save spots? There are 30 save spots. And I just realized it when we're close to ending the game. God friggin' damn it. I didn't even notice that there were more than 20 save states. I could have saved every decision that was available. Man, my lack of awareness is truly, truly amazing in all the worst ways. That's easy. I've already figured it out. I'll just BS there. I've always loved riddles. Can't relate. I appreciate their lyricism. I had to think about it for a bit, but while looking at the dragon, it became clear to me. The answer was sleep. Wouldn't it be terrible for everyone to think that you doomed this world just by waking up? I don't think Earl wants this world to end like that either. So I pulled out my lute He played the elder dragon, a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lift one gigantic talon to my forehead. Strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold in my laughter any longer, I accidentally ate it? Before I could panic about wasting Ur's gift, their gaze let me know that everything was fine, that their flame would stay with me from then on, and that this strength was their boon to me, to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. And that's all there is to it, really. I think that was plenty. Oh boy. I wonder if Fable would actually be the solution in order to stop Quasar. That would actually be really good. But we'll have to wait and see. Considering how they're trying to, like, Fable is pretty much the character who is shown front and center when it comes to the game itself. So it would be nice if they would be the answer to fighting Quasar. You're that astonishing. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. No, I think this has Fable written all over it. Didn't forget to bring a cool trinket back for you. I think you brought back something a lot more important. Oh. Elfie, are you saying you can actually produce dragon fire now? I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here. I still have a long way to go. I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later. I need to go get Rhea right now. That was fast. Can't blame her. I heard you might have some dragon fire from East Horde. Good to see you back in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. It's fair to say, and give it another shot. Right. If there's any smithing to be done, ye know where I'm with ye. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? That blueprint from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. I'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste. Right. I'd still really like to know what we can't waste our time on. Let's discuss with the others. Lily's a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe? Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust you'll have some quests locked and loaded for us at the top of the morning. Of course. Guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. Nice. There is a chance, guys. There is a chance we can bring this back. Rest well, everyone. Alright, can we actually use these? Fable returned from their encounter with her the mysterious ability, the power to create dragon fire. Hope is rekindled at last. To reach Tuat, one has to go through a number of overcomplicated rituals. I think no cleric would ever aid in something like that. A stranger has come to town. He likes plum crepes and sweet armor. Would that even work? All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the aperture. He's in possession of a draconic weapon. So are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained dragonfire, we were able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. Come on, game. Please give me hope. Please give me hope that we'll get a good ending. Even though Lithia's gone. House of Hope. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good sign. Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning. Don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again.
Likewise.
Did you rest well?
Not much, but well.
We wanted to spend the whole night planning while Rhea worked on the sword, but
Uma forced us to sleep.
she's always valued nap time.
Innkeeper, served you put up quests for us.
I did.
And you even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper. Very smart.
I assumes that means you all did too?
Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything.
What kind of team did you join?
Fables are going to fight that big bad necromancer guy with their cool new dragon powers. We'll be making sure the zombies don't eat people. Together with Baya and Archie, we'll evacuate the capital. And Zenith too. There shouldn't be any people around when his undead army arrives. Other than an extermination team, obviously.
That seems reasonable.
With Baya's help, it should go well, but it should go quickly too. Right? First we wanted to ask her to teleport Team Coolsword to the aperture, but Baya says she can't talk to the trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird.
Too weird for Baya? Must be some strange trees.
Yeah, I really wanted to see them, but it's too dangerous. So I'll just wait when I'm older. Archie's going to help us convince the people in charge about the approaching danger. I'll help with providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And Dave will lead our group and scout our escape routes.
And after that, you're staying behind for the battle, Dave?
No, I'm staying with Melly. Bring everyone to safety and protect them there.
Not out for revenge?
I trust my friends will deliver it for me. I do want the necromancer to be defeated. I don't want to leave Melly alone again, even more.
So you want to stay out of it?
I want to live.
Oh.
Plus, Melly will need an assistant. Couldn't ask for a better one.
Agreed.
Now, no, you didn't put up a quest for the evacuation, but could you get me a drink on the road? Something tasty to motivate me? We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone mad.
Sure.
What secret do you have for me this time? A really big one. What could possibly still surprise me now? My real name.
Oh my god, finally! Finally, we get to know his real name.
I'm all ears. It's Neil. Neil Broom. It's a stupid name, I know. But I think I'm done pretending to be someone else. So Neil it is. I love it. Neil. It's cute. Can I give her a nickname? Neely? Neil Chen? Neely? But like Melly, but with an N. Neil is fine, I think. Neil. It suits you really well. Thank you, Fable.
Such a nice name definitely earns you a drink. Or I'm not sure. Doesn't feel edgy enough. I think we had enough edgy names from our boy Neil here.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself.
to have it any other way. I'll make sure Neil is as charming as Zephyr or Malachite or John then. I appreciate it. Man, it's so good to see Fable back. I was worried that they will be donezo, but you know, it's kind of hard to get rid of like the character who shows up the most in the game's promotional material. Still feel bad about Ilithia being dead though. Oh well. Could have went for a good decision, but we could have actually like could have probably actually went for her choice instead of Jade's. But well. I would probably expect that I would probably expect the game would probably trick us and say, you thought you could save everyone. But if you went for Ilithia's choice, Jade would probably die. Maybe that's how it's going to go. I'm not sure, because some of these games can definitely not hold back, to say the least. Alright, let's go for a Sunny Breeze. Oh. Oops. There we go. Some additional charm. Not that you need it. This is delicious. Thank you. I hope this will make me more bearable to the townsfolk. I find you plenty bearable. Thanks. Innkeeper? Yes, Fable? I've been meaning to tell you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you pushing me to go on that werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face her. You're one of the best friends I've ever had. Aww. Aww, they're so cute. They're so cute. Fable, I have a confession to make. Let me guess. You don't actually know how to make hot chocolate? Actually, I recently learned how. You like one? You're trying to distract us. Yes, he is. But I still like one. I'll accept it when you're done telling us your secrets. Trade your confession for the chance to make me a hot chocolate. I see I've taught you well. Alright. This is scarier than I thought it'd be. I know, but you could do it. That crazy necromancer. The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend. That makes sense. It does? Well, I always knew he was hiding something. When I saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of the letter you refused to open. Yeah. That letter was something. So, you two were friends? We were in an adventuring party together. It was us and 4 others. Aqualia, Aegis, Alkane, and Kia. Oh. It's been ages since I've said their names out loud. We spent quite a few years together. What happened? They died. Our friends, they... Remember the other necromancer you were researching, Melly? Obviously.
Is he their reincarnation? Was I right?
Not quite. But when we fought her, Carabosia, a couple of times, she was obsessed with immortality and would do anything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She'd do something horrible, we'd stop her goons, she'd get away. Got so used to it that we became careless and arrogant. Didn't quite realize how dangerous she really was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went into our last fight unprepared. My friends paid for it with their lives. Fable, to be honest, I thought that was what would happen to you when you went into the Twilight Chasm. Thought he'd be the end of you. I see. I understand why you were scared. Just wish you would have told me. Me too. When we fought her, it all went down so quickly. Aquila got mind control and struck down Alkane. Kia went down trying to heal Aegis. We tried so hard to keep fighting despite it all, to not give up, and then suddenly, they were all gone. It was only me and Quasar.
Quasar? Is that his name?
Yes, Quasar Dustbringer.
Is that his real name?
Yes. Jealous?
A little.
He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from Tia's, but I guess Cassiopeia's servants have a flair for dramatic names. We got along immediately. The Cassiopeian and Leviathan symmetry kicked in right away, I guess.
You worship the Great Sea Serpent?
Yeah. I'm not much of a cleric or paladin type, though. I prefer more direct communication.
Ooh.
We both had a lot of similar practices our party members found weird and off-putting. It was fun.
But the other necromancer,
Carabosia.
That one. She died, right? So you defeated her after all?
No. Yes, well, Quasar did. When I saw my friends were, I was pretty sure it was all over. That we'd lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran. I ran and I didn't stop till I was too far gone to turn back. I get that. Running's pretty easy when you're scared. Must have been really, really scary.
Lose your friends like that?
It was, but it wasn't right to leave them behind.
I think it will be okay to regret it, but I'm still glad you made it here.
Wish I was less of a coward.
You're working on it now.
I'm trying. Suddenly, there was an explosion of intense magic from where I had escaped from. Pretty sure he used the Soul Shatter spell to defeat her.
That sounds
shattering. Wow, very astute observation there, Anil. Thank you for that.
Like something Hex would use.
We all stole it from a mad wizard back in the day. It's clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched. But he didn't. We didn't. We both wanted to study it, despite the warnings. While the others were partying and getting into tavern brawls or petting were-owls, we studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think any of us ever planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of powerful magic is a difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped and he refused to run, with no other options left, I used it against him. It shattered Karabosia's soul. It clearly won him the fight, but it didn't bring them back. How have we never heard about any of this? You have, in a way. It happened 30 years ago? Yes. I was wondering why you opened the first sequel 30 years ago and then waited so long for the others. Guess it was an accident. Putting the portals in. That's what it did, right? With their soul? Turned it into a portal? I think so. Yes. Now he wants to bring your friends back. We can all relate to that right now. There's nothing I would give to see them again. My old friends. And Tia too. But the past has already happened. I can't change it. No matter how much I want to. I want to honor the love they taught me. The ways they changed me. The life I still get to live. There was so much more than only remembering the worst thing that ever happened to them. I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did. You are a little bit of a coward. Should have told this at the beginning. Didn't want it to be him, I guess. Or did I want to choose sides? He's still my friend, even after all he's done. Even after he put on Karabosia's armor and abandoned his oath. I guess no one wants to accept that their friend has become someone unrecognizable to them. I'm sorry that happened to you. The both of you. Feels good to finally say it out loud. Is that weird? Not at all. Do you think you can share this with the others? His name and story, I mean. If you want to. I fear Kara will crush me, though. I'll put in a good word for you. Do you hate me now? Of course not. You're our friend. Our occasionally stupid, shady, and sad friend, but our friend nonetheless. And Quasar is your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if I had to fight against my friends. I'd like to think I wouldn't want to hurt them either. But you really do have to start taking your own advice. So I've heard. Thank you, Fable. Which one, though? Will be nice. You are really on my favorite regular. Good, because you're my favorite innkeeper. So don't go anywhere, okay? Not this time. I promise. Do I get a hot chocolate now? Or are you going to be sad for another hour? I'll get you your hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. Alright, hot chocolate time. Right there. She wants that chalky milk. hot chocolate. There we go. Here, a hot chocolate, Quincy style.
This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombies shall stand a chance against my chocolatey veins. I have to go run through the garden now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable.
I'll go with her. We'll check in with you guys after we won.
I'd like that.
Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing?
That sounds lovely. You can make some flour biscuits too.
Very excited to try those. Be safe out there.
You too, Neil.
Sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again.
Thank you for sharing all of that with us, Inkeep.
Guess it was finally my turn, to be honest.
Do you think we'll win this?
Yes, I believe in all of you. Just 1 second. I know you'll stop it and save us all, especially with you on the team.
You're a really good cheerleader.
You know, even if you don't come back, I'm so glad I got to spend all this time with you. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still coming back to pick up that quest. I need to check in with the others first, though.
I figured. Thank you for everything, Fable.
Couldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit. Be patient.
I'll try my best. Oh, Kyle's back. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have returned. Welcome back to my tavern. How are you two doing? Still clinging to those empty lines, are we? Gonna drop the act now, Innkeep. We all know you're just not a mere babbler after all. We told you the good news. We met this lovely little girl on our way here. Real chatty kitten. She has to overcompensate for that brooding older foster brother of hers. So you know about everything? About your history with the necromancer? For sure. Have to admit, everything makes a lot more sense now. Glad you came back. I think we've all made mistakes in our pasts. Some of us married evil, others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what you do now, Innkeeper. For example, I could help us fix your from 30 years ago. See, you've already put a quest for us. Good. You're not going to fight alongside Care? Oh, fight? Whom are we fighting? The undead army. You know, the one that's marching towards the capital. But who am I to blame them? Sounds like a wonderful stroll through nature. They're not strolling. They're eating away the roots protecting the capital. That's not very nice. You got that right. And that's why we're gonna stop them. Very well, dear Rhea. You and your cape will be welcome additions to the team. There'll also be a few more adventurers accompanying us. Scully, Una, Jade, and Iniko are going to join in the fun. Iniko? Let's hope their chaotic ideas turn out well. They better. Saving this world and keep the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. Oh, don't worry. It might be just like a regular adventure. Fantastic! I can't wait to be of help to my dear Rhea. I couldn't bear losing yet another person so close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling all too well. Please stop me worrying before anything bad has even happened yet. It reminds me, did the sword turn out well? Excuse me for bragging, but it turned out spectacular. I was able to craft a flawless weapon, so deadly yet beautiful. Hair's Baba really passed an astonishing sword on to her. To the giver's opals and the blueprint from these priests, the blueprint those priests gave us, best work today. More than enough for the Orheart competition. And with the Dragonfire little elf he acquired, it's also strong enough to withstand Ur's great axe. But he handed my masterpieces over to Care. Just gonna save this world first before I can win. Before I can win me competition. You sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself? Nah. Fought my fair share of undead. Know how to handle them. I'm better off at the capital. The sword is better off in Care's hands. It belonged to her Baba once, so naturally, it's Care's legacy. But there's one more thing he can do. Craving for one last drink, Rhea? You see right through me. Anything specific you have in mind for today? Just a drink that won't be my last. This is something to help us return to your tavern after all this. Agreed. I would love to come back here with my dear Rhea to reminisce. Very well. I have two ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence. You can easily predict and avoid all attacks. I top it up with a lotus flower for some extra draconic blessings. That'd be the drink of a purely offensive approach. What will the other drink do? That'd be the choice if you want something less. Wild. A drink that enhances your natural charisma as well as up your defenses. I'd also add some honey flowers to make you extra persuasive. We'll still be trying to collect some allies on the way, so we might need to do some convincing. Additional defense will be a good idea. But smashing the undead creatures' heads together sounds more fun than talking to them. Not really much of a charmer, you know. Oh, I find you quite charming. Ah, shush. And we also have Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get rid of a dead heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here. your ex-wife will be joining us? Absolutely. That's an unexpected turns of events. I'll tell you all about it when we prevent the world calamity. I'm counting on you. Suppose having a powerful vampire countess on our side isn't entirely bad. But now, what about me drink? You decided on one yet? No. Both sound reasonable to me. Leave it up to ye. Charm or violence? What will it be? You better choose wisely. Thank you. That's only mildly threatening. Alright, let me save. Let's see. What are we going for? What are we gunning for? This one uses the crown and the defense. It must have the fist. And the order over there. There's the same. Oh. Stretch for a bit. Always avoid sitting for too long, as it's not good for you. Alrighty. So... we could go for this one. It requires crown and the shield. Hmm. Hmm. Where is that drink? I guess we'll go with 1,000 wins. Hmm. We actually force some of this. Probably pick this, I suppose. Yes. And we'll probably go for it's odd. Why did it count? Oh, right, I forgot about the infusion. It's the wrong infusion. I guess we could try something other than the Thousand Winds. Should have worked at the very least. that is not enough. Yeah, it's always these decision drinks that actually be a little bit more complicated than it should be. It's because like it has these you need to add in there in order to have the drink be complete. All right, that's fair. We'll keep this here, but let me see. Is there any other drink? That even work? No, it's not the right drink. Oh my god, what? Where did Andu go? Okay, that's pretty new. We even got an achievement out of this. God damn. Well, at least we didn't waste our time doing this. All right. Let's see another drink that we could do. Because I do want to go with this. Right? I do want to go with this. But, I wonder if this will still actually work. But first, I'll probably drop this so that it will work. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't work. Ah, man. Yeah, we can't put like 2 of them in there. It won't work. Game really wants to say, if you're gonna go with this one, right? You're gonna have to go with how I want you to make the drinks. I guess we'll try Spoken Heart. Is there any other way we can lower this? Because even if I did, like, you know, like this, right? It won't count as Spoken Heart, right? Because you have to pour in a lot in order to get it to work. Yeah, it won't work. Ah, man. We're really gonna go for the other choice? Because we don't want to spend all day here, so let's see what the other choice is. It's 3 swift and 3 intelligence. All right. Let's see which one of these would fit best. I think it's Swift Strike. All right, and what element do they want, or what infusion do they want? It's the one with the horse. All right, I may as well give this one a shot. And needs a little bit of this. Last Whisper? Hmm? Is that new? I think it's not new. Yeah, it's not new. Maybe you can try that? Okay. I guess that works. I think a more physical approach fits you better. And you're quite charming already. That's what I thought. Time to smash some undead heads. May return unharmed. Be careful. You're starting to sound like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle. And pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, dear innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. Oh, there's Fable and Carolyn. Oh, she took the quest. I'm back. And I see you brought Care with you. What a pleasant surprise. Good to see you too. Or taking this quest, if you couldn't tell. I guessed as much. You're not going alone, I hope. Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. Boy, Hex, and Grace will be joining us. We're keeping the team small because it'll probably be really hard to get there. But I think Carolyn could just probably defeat them all by herself anyway. I don't know. I think I work better on a team. I think we all work better when we don't have to go through our terrifying experiences on our own. All part of the humanoid experience, I suppose. No philosophizing before a big quest, please. But I do love my philosophizing. We know. Are you excited? Of course. Can't wait to take this magic sword for a spin and to see what cool new powers Fable has hiding behind those ears. Me too. Guess we're saving the world after all, huh? Guess so. I'm glad it's got you two on its team. Me too. That new sword of yours, Care, does it have an appropriately epic name? I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it. And? Lynn panicked. She said it's just a greatsword. So now its name is just a greatsword. You know what? You have impeccable naming skills, Care. Good on you. Very creative. Luckily, the most commonly translated name for Ur's great axe is just a great axe. So Carolyn's fits right in with the naming convention. I knew that, of course. Of course. So you've got just a great sword, an unexplored dragon powers, a quest. All that's missing is a drink? A drink. It'd be foolish to let you walk out of here again without any help. A little. I mean, you are a little bit of a fool either way. I don't think I'll just forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got going on, though. We'll for sure be talking about that once we stopped it. That's fair. Are you mad at me? No. Yes, we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you were right. The past always comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer. I can handle a past, as long as you guys promise to haunt me for a long time, for a long while too. We'll give it our best. So, Fable, what drink should he get you? Well, I think I should play to my strengths, but I'm not sure which one I should focus on. Oh no, another choice drink. On the one hand, dexterity will make me swifter with a bow, and it always helps to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Boy has been teaching me how to combine magic and music to support people. And I think a powerful pep talk or healing word can go a long way. So charisma could work too. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I like both of these sides of myself. Just make me your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dexterity drink. Favorite drink for a favorite customer. Coming right up. Alright, let me save again. Ah, man. Let's see what they want. Oh, it's any of them. Oh, thank goodness. I don't even have to, use any of these. So, charisma or dexterity? I would think, considering that this is a tough fight, that being more agile would help against someone in a battle. Pep talk is nice and all, but against this kind of person, I don't think it would work very well. So I'll probably maybe we'll go for a hot chocolate, maybe? Yeah. We'll try that. Alright, and since we're not locked into using one of these, there we go. And we'll have a little bit of this. A little bit of this. There you go. Fighting skills could really come in handy for this. And speed too. That way, you can always run. Thank you. I feel fast and ready for battle now. Maybe I'll even have time to pick up some new ingredients for you on the way back. Focus on getting yourself back first. I'll think about writing up a fresh grocery quest later. So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses? He's ticklish. That's pretty funny. But no, in this kind of situation, we can't afford to go funny. His arrogance. He still can't see himself losing. Nor does he think he has any weaknesses. You can't imagine you have something equally important to fight for. But he's fighting for something that's already dead. You're fighting for something still alive. Make the most of it. Either way, best of luck. Thank you. Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass. Tell him I sent you. I'll deliver your cutting words myself. Do you mind if we wait here for the others? I don't know. Grab yourselves a table and some, I still don't have any snacks, actually. Don't worry, I brought biscuits. Well then, have some biscuits. I'll set up a table. Why don't you sell cookies? I was never good at baking. Maybe you should. Oh, they're back. You can finally breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. The face and the muscle have arrived. You're all saved. Look at that blank face he has. Ooh, Ray? Okay, I was trying to make this less awkward and I see I've made it worse. It's okay, boy. Some situations call for a little bit of awkwardness. I am... innkeeper. I'm sorry, It's okay, I get it. I'd be mad too. I'm just glad you came back. Thank you for welcoming me back. Anytime. Yeah, Clay, listen, I'm sorry too. You needed us and There's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thank you for still being here when I came back. Anytime, bud. How are you feeling? Not the best. Miss her a lot. Me too. I know. I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Dave was right. She'd have hated if we gave up now. Don't want to abandon the world she loved so much. We have to try and save it. It's Neil now, I think. But yeah, I think we owe it to her to try. She deserves a proper ending too. Not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciated that. You're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got so angry about that bird. We're all trying our best. No, you're right. I should do better. Let's try to do better together then. I like that. Good job, you three. That wasn't so hard now, was it? It was very hard, but it was worth it. Thanks for dragging me here, boy. You got it. I heard you're joining too, boy? Of course I am. What would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Or without all those magic items I stole from that wizard tower? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insults known to dragonkind at that man. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help you with that? Nah, I think I've got it covered this time. Can't wait to hear your epic battle ballad about it. Oh, you will? Could I have a drink? I think I could use a little something. Like some defense, maybe? I don't know how else I'll handle it without Tia. I'll try my best to mix up some liquid support. Okay, no choices here, thankfully. Let's see. Something that... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. I wonder why it was acting a little bit weird. Maybe it was kind of a glitch. Something with a bit of defense. I think we'll go with, we'll try Steel Tonic this time. And which one of these infusions we could use? Oh, this one would be good. There we are. Oh, used the wrong one. No, I don't want Frosted Lagoon. No, thank you. Only though Frosted Lagoon would be good. Where is it? No, not this one. Ah, come on. Okay. Oh, that's too much, I see. There we go. It's not quite Alithia, but this is as much defense as I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her in the best way possible. I really needed that. Feeling a bit better. Lots, actually. Coolio. Just missing the 2 wizards now. We should wait for him with Fable. And with Fable's biscuits. There's biscuits? I'm glad they picked up snack duty. Me too. Glad you're okay, big guy. Thank you. Now come on, before Voice starts his inevitable grand speech without us. Did someone say speech? Nope. This way. I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food. No. Andu would go crazy. Oh, there she is. There's Grace. Stars of the show have finally arrived. The boy's already here. I don't think we can compete with that. Come on. Don't kill my vibe. You spend too much time with Iniko. Impossible. Are they also why you're late? We were busy doing research, okay? Turns out we have a little bit of a problem. You mean besides the crazy necromancer with a god complex and a god's weapon trying to kill death? Besides that, yes. Wonderful. What is it? Quasar needs to go through the astral portal in the aperture to reach to it and do his crazy apocalypse thing. We figure he'll be able to use the portal without issue because of Tia. Or what's left of her. First, he has to get to the aperture somehow, of course. As a former paladin of Cassiopeia, getting to her portal shouldn't be a problem for him. That's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight. Because of the transition between the astral moon and the dying moon and all that jazz. Which means we also have to get there very fast. But teleporting it to the Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. Its weird natural magic makes it a hazard for any self-respecting wizard. You're basically guaranteed to teleport yourself into a tree. Even Baya couldn't help. We're a bit stuck. Got any ideas? I'm good at teleporting drinks, not people. So not exactly. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have an idea? I do. You do? Yes. But I knew you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the innkeeper instead. Please go ahead. Remember those spells Hex found? They all sucked. Except the soul binding spell. I made you to try that one out. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant that teleportation spell. One that could teleport you anywhere? That one. One that could kill you? I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into the astral sea. Somewhere close to the portal so that they can find Quasar easily. That would be great. No, it wouldn't. Well, Did you miss the part where it could kill you? With my modifications, it has a 30% chance of succeeding without stripping me of all my mana. That's a 70% chance of death. You don't have a lot of options. This isn't an option. We'll find something else. Another way. And with what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine. Sure, I'll cast it then. Don't be silly. You're awful at teleportation. Plus, it's more stable if the caster stays behind. And you're a much better fighter than I am. They'll need you at the aperture. And I need you alive. I won't be alive if we don't stop him. You know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Absolutely not. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it or we don't do this at all. Okay. I need to actually save again. Let me go over here. Let's see. Should we actually let her do it? Or should we... Let's try the first choice for now. See? Even he agrees with me. And you're both wrong. Unless you have some great alternative in your back pocket, Innkeeper. Maybe you want to come with us and convince Quasar to stop? I didn't think so. If you want to save this world, this is the only way. What's the point of this world if it doesn't have you in it? Hex, that world without me you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. But it doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone, you treat me like I'm already a ghost. The time we have, it's so short. I know, I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living, pretending I'm already dead. You have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone. Right now, I need you to love me. I'm so scared, Grace. I don't know what I'll do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone, even when I'm gone. It's not the same. I know. But let's focus on what you can do right now, while we're still together. We can save this world. You'll only let me live. I guess. Can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with great riddles to trap you with, I'd solve them instantly. You would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I can help. You don't have to. I want to. Please let me be more than just your sister. You'll make it out of this, okay? You have to promise me you'll make it out of this. I promise. And then you will have a tea party. So many of them. I love you, Gracie. I love you too, Hexy. Alright. Guess if anyone could handle a crazy, powerful, probably cursed teleportation spell, it's you. Or the Innkeeper. But I guess you're not volunteering? So you all want to be permanently transformed into drinks. I can't help you. Good thing you got me then. cast this spell and keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind, ensure the spell's stability, and improve the chances of keeping my promise. Sounds lovely. Would you like a drink to assist you in this matter? No. I think I'd like to keep destiny in my own hands today. But thank you. Let's do this then. Or I change my mind and lock you in a tower. I'd like to see you try. All right. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You better keep her well hydrated when I'm gone, innkeeper. Will do. See you soon. You can count on that. Looks like everyone else is ready to get going as well. So shush and let me concentrate. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. She fainted. Grace? Grace? Grace, are you... Oh. Oh no. Thank you for your hard work. You've been a joy to have in my tavern. Andu, please keep an eye on the door. I'll go lay her down somewhere safe. It's one way to get a look at my secret rooms, Grace. She would have asked differently, though. Hello, innkeeper. Oh, hello, I'm... welcome, or something. It's okay. You don't have to say anything. Just came here to check on you. Are you waiting? Yes. Mind if I wait with you? Please do. Of course. Army of Friendship. Oh. Might get something good. Final Lullaby. Let's see how this goes. Let's hope it goes well. We should be getting back soon. Maybe they'll bring me a snack? Oh, there's Fable, and Hex, and Carolyn. A round of applause for the heroes of Asteria, please. Did you bring snacks? What? Sorry. Applause! That's better. Is that a winning grin you're wearing? What else would it be? The world is saved, Innkeep. Although I wish we could have seen how it happened, but... well, this is how this VN goes, or VNs like this go. Pretty sure they didn't have, like, the budget in order to show, like, cutscenes like that. Happy to hear that. Not that I expected anything else, but... it's good to stop worrying? Yes. Can I offer you heroes a drink? Not quite yet. Not starting my heroic story without Gracie. I need her oohs and ahs, and Hex be more careful. Oh boy. Let's hope she's okay. Where is she anyway? Did she get tired of you? Hex, I'm sorry. She didn't make it. What do you mean, she didn't make it? Like, you mean in time? She didn't make it back in time? Did she go take a nap? She didn't survive the teleportation spell. She promised. I know. No, you don't get it. She promised she'd be okay. Grace doesn't break her promises. She didn't get a choice this time. But she... Dragons. Gracie. You had to insist on dying a hero, didn't you? Where is she? In one of the rooms upstairs. The one with the pink carnations hanging from the Do Not Enter sign. okay. Thank you. Taking care of her. She was the most talented witch I've ever met. She was the kindest one, too. I guess a good heart can't save you, even if hers saved me. That's awful. Yeah, she was a wonderful woman. The world's gonna miss her. I'm thankful for her help, though. Without her, we would have never made it. I hope she knew that. I think she did. We always made sure she'd never forget how talented she was, after all. So, you two, drinks? Would that make you feel better? A little. I'll take one then. Something that'll make me feel like a featherlight nymph, maybe? Thank you, Fable. Ah, man, we got another casualty, unfortunately. Yo, what's going on? I'm just clicking on this once and it just goes away. Chill, game, chill. Well, at least they did manage to stop Quasar, so that's pretty good. Now we'll go for the classic, the Swift Strike. Let's see, which one would be pretty good? I think it would be this one, right? We'll toss that in here. Yes. And we'll drop this here. And a little bit on the side. Oh, there we go. Here, your favorite. I'm always comforted by the extent to which you know me. Thank you. I guess we should get on with the epic and heroic story, right? I'd appreciate that. I'll start with the other group that took care of the roots. I imagine it began with a battle of wits. They're safe, the roots and the people. Local government didn't believe them about the danger, so it was a close call. But it sounded like they got everyone out in time. Then all that was left was kicking some undead ass. Kyle said they had a lot of help too. Like, he and Countess Evelyn decimated a whole section of the undead army all by themselves. The Wyvern Chimera defended the city gates together with the Hydra and the Guiver. The Banshee and the Mary Morgan answered Baya's call and scared some of the skeletons to dust. Even Neil's parents showed up with a group of retired adventurers from Borkham. And with Scully's Union for the Undead Alliance at the ready, not all of them had to be killed. Scully said many of Quasar's undead creatures deserted and joined our side. Turns out Quasar managed to turn the werewolf settlement against us, though. Seemed like he offered Uncle Dragon a cure. Dragon took his propaganda to the rest of them. Rhea said they were a hassle. Old. Ain't going to forgive this one. Una said some angry familiars fought against them, almost burned up the roots. Sounds eventful. But the team won. They won. And you won too? Barely. That sounds exciting. Got a strange definition of excitement. The teleportation spell worked really well. It was super precise. Could even see the outline of the astral portal lined in the blood of the first vampire, and showing us the desecrated aperture on the other side. In front of us, stretching endlessly, is a wide river of the astral sea. Its glistening water was mixed with immortal blood. We were sure it would lead us straight to Quasar. But the water was pretty deep. We didn't bring a boat. So Clay called out to the sun humpback whale for help. It showed up in a shower of stardust and allowed us to ride on its back. Though the fight was tough. Having the sun whale there definitely helped, even though Quasar banished it whenever it got too close. Boy kept healing us whenever we went down, but he still had an undead Tia on his side. Though I did my best to keep her at bay with my arrows, eventually Clay got to her. He made sure he didn't have to fight us anymore. He'll give her a proper burial soon. You better show up. I'll be there. I guess that didn't end the fight? No. Carolyn kept Quasar at bay for a long time, but I dropped. Hate to admit it, but I did. It was stronger than anything I had ever fought. That axe is no joke, but neither was his determination. Boy managed to get her away from him just in time, but it was looking pretty bad for all of us. Only I was still in his way. I prepared myself to call upon all the powers gave me, no matter the cost. When Hex cast Fireball? No, I cast Soulbind. The whale had bitten a huge chunk of Quasar's shoulder. He looked bad enough that I thought I might be able to pull his soul out. So I thought I might as well give it a try. It could have ended you, or our friends. Could have. But I guess us hexes are known for risky moves, huh? Plus Gracie would have killed me if I didn't make it back. I had no other choice but to survive. Did it work? Obviously. I pulled the soul straight out of his body. In my panic, I pounded to the closest object. Burr's great axe? Precisely. I think it's just a cursed great axe now. We even brought it home for you. Thought it'd make a great tavern decoration. Lynn's been carrying it for me. Here you go. Let me save. Would you actually want this? I don't think you would. I don't want this. Too bad. Over hiding from your past, Innkeeper. Thank you all for the wonderful story. I'm very proud of all of you. Couldn't have done it without your help. Or without Grace's. How about I get you all another drink on the house, and we go tell her the story. I'm sure she'd love to hear it. That sounds wonderful. It's been a blast, Innkeeper. Thank you for everything. Cheers to a million more adventures. Or something like that. Don't get all sentimental on us now. Let's go tell a story. Let's. All's well that ends well. Oh, I guess we got the ending. Oh, vocals.
Unsure of what's ahead, it's a path I haven't taken, steps I've never tread, but if I get lost, I know I can return. There's a drink awaiting me at the tavern. Oh, if I get lost, I know I can return. There's a drink awaiting me at the tavern.
Oh, this is a pretty good song. I can vibe to this.
Cross through cities made of glass, past the forms of sleeping dragons. No day is like the last. Never know what will happen. I was drowning in my
Oh, I noticed that the cast is down there. At least the surviving cast.
And if I get lost, drink awaiting me at the tavern. There's a calling on the wind dragging me back home. My quest has led me far, now it's time to leave the road. I'll pull up a chair as this weary heart.
Look at Melly and Neil in the roof, on the roof. And there's Fable down there, trying to tell them to get out down from here. Aw, Neil and Fable are having their day. That's cute. We want to thank our families and friends for keeping us cozy, filled with love and supporting us on this quest. The drinks are on us. That's pretty good. That's everyone just celebrating. Oh yeah, this was a Kickstarter game. I actually forgot. And we get to see everyone celebrating out here, but we don't see the innkeeper. Can we speed through this? That's a lot of names. Wait, can we actually go back? Is there any other ending, or... What if we press this? Let's see what happens. Oh! Let's see, is there anything else? Let's see the wanted wall. Oh, got a bunch of criminals here, huh? I see. Let's see, guest book? What does guest book do? Ah, that's pretty cool. That's like a bunch of characters, like, writing in the guest book. That's pretty cool. A lot of these names, I think it might have been like a Kickstarter, what's it called? Something that would let people pay more for a higher tier in the Kickstarter. Yeah, a Kickstarter incentive, yes. Finally remembered the word. But yeah, I guess we did finish the game now. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Very strong inspirations. They didn't hide it from Coffee Talk, but I do like the world building that they have for this. Yeah, they did a lot of homework with how they managed to craft their own world and like the lore behind it. I could see like spin-off games or maybe potentially a sequel for this, because they do have a good setting going there, and their inspiration from Dungeons and Dragons is very apparent, or any kind of like game which involves RPG elements. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching tonight, either live or via the archives. Tomorrow, we'll be playing some Street Fighter 6. And initially, when I did the schedule, I just wanted to play random, right? Play random and maybe play in ranked, and then play maybe in lobbies, like the random select option where I get a random character and see if I can actually manage to play the character or not. But I was honestly surprised when Capcom mentioned that we get to fight another super powered CERN boss, and this time it's of course Dictator or Bison. So like last time around, like I did with Akuma, I'm gonna try to beat him with as many characters as I could. Last time, I could only beat certain Akuma with JP and DJ. But hopefully this time I'll get to beat him with even more characters. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Kirby might be joining the call for, you know, either for support or just like hanging out eventually. We're planning on also trying to have a CERN Bison versus CERN Akuma match, because much like CERN Akuma, you can access the new moves that he got from a taunt. So that would be pretty fun. That would be pretty fun. Alrighty, guys. Hope you all have a great night, evening, or afternoon, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, before I go, considering I have this, let me shrink myself a little bit. Go up here. Yep. Bye-bye.